There are many rich cultural icons associated with Sydney Uni. Whilst you may be aware of those ones, a lot of us don't seem to know that there are equally inspiring places of enlightenment in the form of museums here on campus. So are you aware that we have museums on campus?
No, I'm not aware.
No, I wasn't aware that we had a museum on campus.
I just know about the one that has the Lego one in the quad.
I'm actually not certain where they're located. I haven't seen any signs around that point it out.
I mean, if it was advertised more, I would be making an informed choice not to go to it.
We're going to the Nicholson Museum, the Macleay and the University Art Gallery to see what we can find and to see if these places are worth a visit.
The Macleay Museum's not easy to find because it's down this little alleyway and then up 3 flights of stairs and then, am I at the top yet? No, oh, here it is. This is one of the oldest natural history museums in the Southern Hemisphere. We have beetles here that were collected in Africa in 1750. The museum itself, the bit that anybody who comes to the museum gets to see, is a tiny amount of what we hold. In this room where you are now, there are actually 12,000 bird specimens. But they're all in cabinets and in stores and in different places. And on display, we've got about 20 of them. And that's the same really for every collection that you see.
We sit under the umbrella of Sydney University Museums, which comprises the Nicholson Museum, which is antiquities, and the Macleay Museum, which is natural history. We've got up to about 10,000 objects in our collection. I think it's particular exhibitions that hit the mark with students. This year is very specific. It's the 40th anniversary of International Women's Year. We've got 6 exhibitions which are all by female artists.
The Nicholson Museum is the oldest university museum in Australia. It was founded back in 1860 by Sir Charles Nicholson, one of the founders of the University of Sydney. And it's an archaeological collection. We have antiquities and archaeological artefacts from the ancient Mediterranean cultures, Egypt, the Middle East, Cyprus, Italy, Greece, almost 30,000 items. And they very nicely reflect how these cultures developed over time. Where else in Sydney are you going to see an Egyptian mummy? Where else in Sydney are you going to see vases from ancient Greece? Where else in Sydney are you going to see the ancient city of Pompeii made out of Lego?
So if you're busting for a good time, maybe it's not a bad idea to check these places out.
Once students do come in here, they do actually love it.
These collections are for you to enjoy, so it's your space.
This whole museum collection was donated to the university for the benefit of its students and for research. So this is your museum.